Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball Card Breaks. Today I have another edition of I Got This, which is my version of like my weekly mailbag where I show you purchases that I got off of Mercari or eBay, or perhaps something I found from a local card shop or a thrift store or a good old-fashioned flea market. And so today's order comes from Scott Poole, out of Ohio, and this is a order that I purchased off of Mercari, which is of 20 cards from the 1970s of Topps football. So some pretty good stuff in here. There's a lot of Hall of Famers. They're in the condition you might expect. I mean, cards that are 50 years old, you can't really expect them to be perfect. So there are some flaws on these cards, but we can't go wrong with like Hall of Famers from the 70s. So hopefully they'll be pretty impressive. Let's take a look here. Well done wrapping them up. He did say all the cards would come in top loaders. So that's always nice when they go through the trouble of making sure they're all properly placed. Okay, so these are, yes, they're in top loaders. I guess you could consider that to be true, but these are the flimsy ones. I'm not a big fan of these, to be honest. But and he's got multiple cards in the top loaders. So that's not good. Not happy with that at all. Let's take them out of these top loaders here and see what we're working with. It's kind of a bummer, I have to say. All right, well, let's just go down the list here, and we'll see the conditions and whether or not this was worthwhile. I spent $15 on these, plus $4.80 shipping, so essentially $20. We're going to start off with Bob Griese, Hall of Fame quarterback for the Dolphins. Of course, his son, Brian Griese, played for the Michigan Wolverines and then played for the Broncos and I think the Bears as well. So that's a nice card. This is from the 1970 season, it looks like. Of course, he won a Super Bowl with the Dolphins, but he was not the Super Bowl winning quarterback. He was injured that year. Here's Fred Belindikov, wide receiver for the Raiders. This would have been the Oakland Raiders, I believe. And this is also 1970. This is a nice looking card. I mean, these are, the Bob Griese was in rough shape, I think. A lot of wrinkles on it. This one has, some soft edges, but overall, pretty good shape. We'll put him over here. Next up is Len Dawson, quarterback for the Chiefs. This is definitely in some tough shape. The borders and the corners are kind of rough. Again, 1970 card. What can you expect for a card that's 50 plus years old? Pretty impressive, though. Alvin Befaya just got into the Hall of Fame a couple years ago for the Houston Oilers, defensive end. Long time coming for him. Alvin has speed and outstanding strength. Okay, that's about as vague as you can get. Now we're looking at another Hall of Famer. This one is Bob Lilly of the Cowboys defensive tackle. What year is this card? This is a 1971 Topps football. Look at how great the color is on these. Super sharp. The corners are a little bit rough, but I'm not complaining about that. These cards are fantastic and will be a nice addition to my collection. Hall of Fame kicker Jan Stenerud of the Chiefs. This guy played like a lot of quality kickers did until into his 40s. This is another 1970 Topps football card. Nice looking card there. Okay, we have another Bob Griese. I think there's 3 Bob Griese cards in this collection. That clean-cut All-American kid with the blue eyes. This is a 1975 Topps card. I like the way the guy had the prices on here. At $12, I don't think, assuming this was attached to this card, it wasn't just slipped in here. Yeah, I don't know if $12 was the right price for that. I don't think so. But we are a big Bob Greasy fan, at least in my family. Now, there's multiple cards in here, so we're going to take these out. That's a bummer. The great Steve Largent, though, there's 3 cards in that one. That's terrible. So here's Steve Largent. I know Seahawks Squad, one of my subscribers, would like this card. This was not too bad a shape. I believe this is a 1979, 78 top. So the second year card for Steve Largent in the Hall of Fame, and I believe he is elected to the House of Representatives for the great state of Washington. I could be wrong about that. Maybe he's out by now. We'll get that. We'll get these all properly sleeved up afterwards. Another Fred Belindikov, receding hairline much. I can't make fun of this guy. This guy's one tough mother. He's from Pennsylvania? No? It says his home is in Walnut Creek, but I don't think that's true. I believe he is from Pittsburgh or Philadelphia because I've seen the football stadium at one of the local high schools there that is named after him. He did go to Florida State, and at this point, 1976, he'd been in how many total catches? 493 with 62 touchdowns. I mean, that's pretty impressive for 70s era football where they pretty much just ran the ball down your throat. Well, this is the 1980s, excuse me, 1980s card of Andre Tippett from the Patriots. This is a 1985 card. So, I don't know, the advertisement for this said 70s, but that is clearly a 1985 card. So, okay, let's take a look at these. We see another Bob Greasy here. This one, again, from the Dolphins. This is a 1974 card. I love the game that they attached to the back of the card. We're not going to worry about giving you stats. Like 70s, they didn't give a crap about stats. It was all about, hey, can you play the game on the back? This one's in really rough shape. Many creases in there. Probably not any value left to this card, but still a pretty cool card. And again, for our Bob Greasy fan, we'll take it. We're going to put that one right down here in front. Okay, then we have a couple more 80s cards here. Charlie Joyner, Hall of Famer, and Joe Cribbs in action cards. This is from 1983. Taking a look at the back. Like the Chargers with Dan Fouts, they definitely had a high offensive passing game. Joe Cribbs, solid running back in his time. Let's take a look at the next grouping here. We're starting off with Archie Griffin of the Bengals. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Award winner. Is that correct? This is his rookie card. Does it say that on the back? Am I wrong? Yeah, he went to Ohio State. Oh, yeah, the only player in college football history to win Heisman Trophy twice. So this is Archie Griffin's rookie card, not in the best of shape. This is the year that I started collecting sports cards, 1978, 77. So I was 6 years old. I had a ton of these cards when I was a kid. Jack Ham, Hall of Fame linebacker for the Steelers. The defense back then for the Steelers, Steel Curtain. They were pretty much unstoppable on defense. Another Len Dawson card. This one is a 1975. Look at all the years he played. He actually started his career with the Steelers. I wouldn't remember that. That was back in the 50s. So, Hall of Famer Len Dawson. Next grouping here. Oh, okay, thank goodness. These just have one in each. This is the great Deacon Jones, defensive end for the Rams, Hall of Famer. These are the 1970 cards that we saw earlier. Went to SC State. Deacon has begun a pro singing career. He went pro in singing. That's a bad dude. Another Alvin Befaya. I did not realize that there were two of these in here. This one is in great shape. I mean, just maybe that, obviously it's off left to right. Maybe the left corner is rough, but look at the great color in that. That is in solid shape. I mean, the corners are great at the top. Take a look at the back here. Alvin has a speed and outstanding strength. Very cool. Two more cards to go. We have Bobby Mitchell, halfback for the Cleveland Browns. What year is this? This looks like it's even older than 1970. Does it? Is that writing on the back? Oh no, that's terrible. It looks like, you see, we take a coin, you would rub off this little cartoon at the bottom. So not only was that rubbed off to the point where you could see it, but then somebody went and wrote 5,000 on the back, which I guess, what are you going to do? Kids will do that kind of stuff. I have no idea what year this is, but I'm assuming it's before 1970. That's for sure. I'll look this up and I'll put it in the comments below. All right, last card. We have a Larry Brown running back for the Redskins, the Washington football team now. And this is also a 1970 card. 888 yards rushing. This is his rookie card, as it says his lifetime stats there. So a rookie card of Larry Brown. Don't know much about Larry Brown. It's not coming to mind right now. So I don't know what kind of career he had, but he had a great rookie year. Pretty solid for 1970. Very cool. There are some really nice cards here. These couple Bob Greaseys are pretty solid. I think that Alvin Befaya card might be the best looking card if you take a look at the color. And a couple rookies in there. Steve Largent, which I'm a big fan of. This Jan Stenerud, pretty solid. The Bob Lilly Dallas Cowboys card. Great color on that. Almost looks like it was printed yesterday. Just unfortunately a lot of surface issues there. The other Befaya, Len Dawson in tough shape. Belindikov, pretty solid. And the Larry Brown. So very cool. I wanted to share that with you. I hope you all enjoyed that. We're going to come back later in the week with more card breaks. Until then, everyone, have a great day.